Hello everybody, this is Premium DLX, and you are watching yet another game of StarCraft 2. Today I'm going to be casting a game between Millenium's ForGG, playing as Terran, in the upper left hand corner here, versus Liquid's Teaja. Liquid has got a claimed stake to a couple of videos on my channel already. It's proven to be an excellent player, always fun to watch, definitely a pro league player, and like I said, he's full of tricks. The map they're actually playing on right now is the ESL Star Station, and you can see it's got pretty well defended naturals. Third base is pretty vulnerable. You know, attacks could come from both the ramp and both sides, and this is pretty sizable map, which is going to be kind of taken away from people doing any kind of rushes, just because it would take so long for units to be crossing this vast chasm and past the circle of pointy glowy things, which apparently is it's like all Protoss structures look like this, I feel like. Oh, you know what I just realized? My graphics are on like the worst settings right now. Actually, no, they're not. They're actually pretty good. Alright, I can't tell. You know what? Let's just take a look at this. Graphics. Oh my god, what are we doing? Ugh. There we go. Let's see if this changes anything. We're just doing a test here. Damn, wow. Oh my good god. Look at this. This looks beautiful now. This building looks like I could just crawl right in there and just help the SCV out. Like, you know, hey, you need a hammer or something. But we do have some scouting going on from ForGG. Now, ForGG, I've yet to cast a game from him, so this is the first one. This is also from the Teamstory Cup, which is going on right now. This is from week 5, I believe. Millenium versus, or actually no, this is from week 4. I believe this is a preliminary match, and now we're coming up on week 6 now. This SCV is saying, "Oh my God, this was a bad idea. This is a bad oh my God, oh my God, a wounded soldier. But this SCV is gonna be, oh my God, wow." The SCV micro in this game is just fantastic. Oh wow, he's pretty ballsy. Turning around, going back for more. Is he going to be able to get away though? I do not know. He's going to be running into the other SCV. Oh, they could have duked it out, but now they are both in safety. Oh, Teaja is just saying, you know what? It's all or nothing. This SCV is he's a champ. He's not going to be able to kill that one because he's going back into the safety of his base, but he is going to be able to scout whether or not the quick expansion is going down. He's going to notice that it's not, and he gets killed coming right up there. Look at him roll down. Just tumbling. Oh, God. Dead SCV carcass. Hilarious. So, we do have, in the production tab, the command center going up for ForGG. The command center going up for ForGG. So he is going to be going for a quick expansion. We do see the starport coming out, which we might be seeing a quick, what are they called? Banshee. Might be seeing a quick Banshee coming out of Teaja, doing a little bit of harassment, but definitely going for a little bit more of an aggressive build, as he is gearing up for something. He's got a couple of Marines. He's got the Widow Mine, which is definitely going to help him out if anything gets in his base. I mean, at this point, he definitely doesn't need to wall in. This would definitely suffice. One group of Marines could just get absolutely terrorized by that. That'd be so devastating. Just walk right over it. Just, oh my God, huge big lump of Marines falling all over the place, legs and stuff. But we do have the quick Reaper, or the quick Hellions coming out for ForGG, who is going to be doing some damage to those rocks or plates. Yeah, all right, take them out. Who left those there? Somebody left those plates there. So annoying. And hopefully these are going to be trying to scout for the expansion, which I don't think he knows is not there yet. No, he doesn't. So he's going to go in here thinking that there's going to be an expansion, and he's going to be sadly disappointed when he finds that there's actually absolutely nothing there. But we do have a quick drop coming in, and this is just something that ForGG is completely unprepared for. He has no defense. His Marines are completely out of position outside of the base. And they're going to be dropping right down there. Is he going to be able to throw that Widow Mine? No, he is not. He almost did, though. He's going to be able to drop that right in the middle of the line. And it does get down. It's going to require him to scan to get that Widow Mine up. And now that it's on cooldown, I don't know if he thinks he got it or not. He definitely would want to... There we go. Excellent. Wonder how... Oh, nice. You see that? He put his Hellions right next to it, and then attacked his refinery just to get the splash damage over the Widow Mine. Definitely killed it. So definitely a nice little trick right there if anybody would want to recreate that. But we do have the counter attack now coming out for ForGG, who is going to be... Teaja is definitely going to be in a little bit of a bind if he doesn't get this this bunker up in time, because his defenses are definitely lacking. He poured a lot of resources into that drop, and it just definitely didn't do the damage that he wanted it to do. And we do have the Hellions coming in, but they're going to get denied. That bunker is just way too powerful. One bunker is enough to just force. That's a large force of people in little dune buggies. We do have the drop coming in, and the Hellions are able to get into the base, but they are going to be forced to retreat unless they can get behind the middle of the line and get a couple of good shots off. But they are roasting these Marines, and they are going to continue on to SCVs. Oh, nice, excellent supply depot placement, completely denying those Hellions. That is an excellent idea right here, putting the supply depots behind the mineral line so that the units, when they come in, they cannot get behind it and get any further than halfway. Sandwiching them, excellent. That combined with the engineering bay, definitely Teaja handled that extremely well. Units lost tab is actually going to favor Teaja after that engagement, so ForGG is going to have to rethink his attacks here. We do have an expansion going up for both players now. I almost said characters, as if they're like fictional characters. These are real people, guys. Real people. And the sooner that we all understand that, the sooner that the rights as StarCraft players can be better enforced. Because everybody knows that. No, I don't. Everybody fucking wishes they were a StarCraft pro player making a bunch of money and traveling around the world playing StarCraft. We do have a nice engagement going on over here. These Hellions are definitely going to have to go back out and go home. He's going to need to get the Battle Hellion tech for those. I don't know why he's continuing to make them. There's just I don't see these Marauders going down too quick to any number of battle or Hellions. These Vikings are going to be able to take out the medevacs with relative ease, and the Raven is going to be something that's going to cause all sorts of trouble if he can get one good Seeker missile into the center of this army. But I trust Teja's ability to split his army up and hopefully minimize any kind of damage from that. But we do have the attack going on here. Teaja is going to be knocking at his front door, going to be taking out a couple of units. The supply depot going down. His base is completely undefended right now. These Hellions are going to have to get out of there. All these SCVs are going to be going down. This Marauders are just far too strong. And the siege tank finally comes out to get a little bit of splash damage in there. And that is the end of that engagement. These guys are going to have to go home. They are going to have to go home. But ForGG definitely lost quite a bit of units. The units lost tab now is looking a little bit more even on both sides. The siege tanks definitely were a must. A little bit late if you ask me, but we do have the Hellions now being repaired by the SCVs saying work. Or I'm sorry, something new. Oh, what is the Warcraft 3? What is it that the human guys said? Everybody said something. My favorite was the undead. My bidding, master. Your will is my command. Sounded just like that. Oh my god, they were so cool. Anyway, we do have the third coming down for ForGG, and we're definitely gonna this is going to be something that he's going to want to hold on to if he wants to maintain this economic lead that he has. Just actually the third base is now going down at the exact same time for Liquid Teaja, who's going to be rolling across the map, hopefully going to be doing some damage a little bit better this time than the last engagement, but these siege tanks are going to be shutting him down completely unless he can get a good stim, run right up in there and just take him out. But I do not see that happening. The Helions are moving out. Now with the blue frame upgrade, we do have 2-1 being researched for Teaja, with the vehicle weapons getting upgraded for ForGG. So he is going to be going for a primarily mech build, and this is something that you don't see a lot of, you know, especially now that the expansion is completely buffed up the mech builds in this game. It's nice to see a player going for a mech build, because this is this Marine Marauder, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little tired of seeing it on the ladder. We do have a couple of Hellions getting over here, but they are gonna get shut down completely. Slow motion deaths. But Teja's now got his third base completely up and running. We do have an engagement over here, but he's gonna have to pull back, and he cannot go any farther because these Hellions are trying to lure them into the fire of the tanks, which is just not going to happen. Teja's trying to be really good about not losing too many units to these tanks. If ForGG has got a pretty sizable army now, if he could push and do quite a bit of damage. He's got the siege tanks, he's got the Helions who are going to be going in there and doing lots of damage, roasting these units. Finally having enough to stand up to these Marauders, which were just causing all sorts of problems before. This is going to be shaping up pretty well for this engagement. We do have the siege tanks on both sides now, but he's only got one. I don't know if that's going to be enough. He's dropping units. We do have the siege tanks almost in position. If he gets those sieged up and within range of anything, he's going to be absolutely destroying it. We got an old-fashioned standoff. Nice, is what I like to see. Nice, we got a lot of units coming in. We got Liquid Teaja is losing a lot of Marines, a lot of Marauders are going down. These siege tanks are just doing absolutely disgusting damage, and they are going to have to, Liquid Teaja is going to have to find another way to deal with this, because right now he's completely boxed in. His tanks are just getting absolutely destroyed. This command center that's going up is just getting slowly whittled away. And the Vikings are able to come in and deny the medevacs, but oh my god, these 3 tanks is all that he's got to fight, holding this entire army off. Oh my god, he's going to have to cancel that. He's going to have to find another place to build. That SCV is just, he worked all day on that, and now he's going to have to go home. That's absolutely sad. But these Vikings are just patrolling for any kind of medevacs that might be coming up. But Teaja is just getting out one tank after another. He is going to be able to hold this off if he gets a few more. And keeping these tanks in position is definitely going to be helpful. Hopefully, it's too bad we don't have the Raven anymore. He could try to deny some of these tanks running around, or even a Banshee to do a little bit of damage. And we do have a small force moving out, trying to get out of this contain. This is a standoff if I ever saw one. This is called the No Man's Land. Look at that, dead body parts. We got the Vikings shooting overhead. This reminds me of the Terminator, like a scene. Oh my god! Don't do it! Don't do it! It's just like Terminator, like that one area where there's just nobody goes, because there's an understanding between the mechs and the bio units that it's like this is where if you cross, you will die. But look at all these tanks. Oh my god, this is shaping up to be absolutely ridiculous. It's a huge standoff, but we got the huge move out of Helions coming around. They are going to get, if they are able to get in behind this mineral line, they're going to do all sorts of damage. But these tanks are, I don't think they're going to be in range of defending that as well. And the army pushes forward at the exact wrong time that he's got units coming into his base. Oh my god, this is a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. Oh, and he pushes out, he loses almost everything. I don't think it's going to be enough. He loses almost every FCV he has. All the Hellions are managed to run away. The Vikings are just getting shot down by these Marines, but they're going to take out a couple of medevacs with them. The tank's able to roll out, finally push that back. But ForGG is just, he has got a number of tanks on layaway. The Hellions are still poking damage at this third base, which is completely crippled now with the SCV count. He is going to have to pump more SCVs out. Mules get another expansion up. I think that Liquid Teaja is a little bit that engagement definitely pushed him far behind. Units lost tab is definitely even, but because of the macro game of 4GG, I hesitate to say that. I don't hesitate to say that he's definitely ahead, especially after that no man's land situation that we just witnessed for like the past 5 minutes. Oh my God! But we do have another Raven coming out. That's going to be a fun unit. Hopefully we see another a little bit more out of that. I noticed that he put down the point defense drone, which is definitely something that I don't see used a lot for Terran players, especially in a situation like that, which can mitigate quite a bit of damage before it goes down, especially against siege tanks, which fire very slowly, and it can take a couple of hits, absorb them, and knock them out of the sky before they hit anything and do any damage. So it's definitely something to look out for. But this mech build is looking absolutely brawlic right now. Definitely had their spinach this morning, but we do have a small rollout coming out from Liquid Teaja. He's got to do some definitive damage right now, or else he is going to be in a lot of trouble, especially when this gets here. Oh, and they are going to just be barely intercepted. Yep, definitely going to be intercepted. Going to be wiping out that entire unit. These tanks need to siege up immediately because they have a large force coming right directly towards them. He is reinforcing it with more tanks, more marines, more marauders, more medevacs. He's got a little bit of everything, but is it going to be enough? He's got to hold off the absolutely most disgusting mech army that I've ever seen. The only thing he doesn't have here is Thors. Everything else is, I don't even know. Oh my God, he's caught completely out of position. The siege tanks are not up, and they're going to get completely wiped out. Oh God, the Thor is just not enough. He's going to get wiped out, and Liquid Teaja says GG. Oh my God, he did have the drop in the back of the base over here, but this planetary fortress was going to be completely holding it down. We had another expansion for 4GG who just completely dominated this game. This was an absolutely excellent game. I think that the mech build from 4GG was absolutely executed perfectly. The Hellions, the siege tanks, the air support just completely shutting down Teaja and keeping him in this corner, not letting him expand anywhere, not letting him get any drops out, not even having time to get a drop out because this army was consistently knocking at his door. Wow, an excellent game. Well, guys, if you like this cast, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Premium DLX, over and out.